Hi kiddos, welcome back to Nature Studies for today, where we talk about this amazing world God has given us and the things He's placed in it for us, His human creation. We are going to keep adding to our book, but we're done learning about biomes. So you should have all those biomes that you can flip through and look at those animals that live in a certain place, which God has made for them, and work together to stay alive. Okay, now humans, we love to put things in groups. We're doing this all the time without even paying attention. We like to see how things relate, how they're like, how they're different. We love to say that. How's that like that? How's that like that? How's that different than that? Okay? We're doing this all the time. You might even look around our classroom and say, oh, they both have brown hair. And then you look over there and you're like, oh, he has glasses, he doesn't. Oh, they're wearing the same shirt because it's their uniform. But oh, the girls are wearing different colors. Okay? So we're always doing this, sorting things out, and we are following this path to see these different things. Okay, we're following it. We looked at different biomes. Now we're going to look again at our animals and see how we can put animals into groups. So humans are looking all the time, putting things in groups, and today we're going to talk about your backbone. So if you put your hand on your back, you can feel that spine, that backbone that God gave you. Okay, a lot of animals have a backbone, and they're called vertebrate animals. And then some animals don't have a backbone, and they're called invertebrate. And one of my favorites to think of is a jellyfish. We're just gonna plobs out. Okay, it doesn't have the spine and the skeleton giving it shape like we do. Okay, so those are invertebrates. We're not going to focus on those. We're going to focus on 5 different classes or groups of vertebrates. And we're going to add this to the back of your biome book. Okay, and then we're going to add one a day of the different kinds of vertebrate animals. Okay, before we jump into our first one though, we're going to add this page to your book that looks like this. We're just going to write vertebrate classes. So we know we're not in biomes anymore. Now we're talking about animals with backbones. Okay, so we can decorate this. Vertebrate classes. And there are 5 of them. So maybe you want to draw 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But I'm not going to tell you what they are yet. So if you want to do this and add animals later, you can. But then maybe you want to trace at least your letters to make them nice. So maybe I'll come in with some light blue. Okay, vertebrate classes. Maybe some pink. Okay, and then you can decorate it, or like I said, you can leave it blank and then go back and add the 5 later. So like today we're gonna learn the first kind. You could come draw a little guy here when we're done. Does that make sense? So this page will go behind your biomes, and then we'll put all the different classes of animals underneath it. So you have your biomes at the top, and then your vertebrate animals. Okay, so here is my vertebrate classes page. Now you're gonna need a new page. Okay, let me tell you something. There are 2 classes, that was 4, 2 classes that we can use immediately, 2 ways to divide the animals really fast, and it's about their blood, okay? So we are warm-blooded, okay? I eat food, it gives me energy, it helps me stay warm, okay? We are warm-blooded. I don't have to go in the sun. I like the sun. I really like to be extra warm, but I don't need the sun to stay warm. There are some animals that are cold-blooded, and that means they have to get their warmth from somewhere else. So maybe they snuggle up with something, or they get out on a hot rock and stretch out, okay? They're cold-blooded. They need the sun or something else to give them warmth. Okay, we're going to talk first about warm-blooded creatures, though. I'm going to give you a clue. These types of creatures are warm-blooded, and they lay eggs. What do you think they are? They're warm-blooded, so they can stay warm by themselves. They don't have to get their warmth from somewhere else. And they lay eggs. Any ideas? They're birds, okay? So we are going to do this. We're going to write birds across the top. Okay, birds. Then we're just going to write those 2 things, warm-blooded and lay eggs. And I'm going to do it like this. Warm-blooded, lay eggs. Now you could put these words at the bottom, you can put them on the back, you can put them on the side. I'm just gonna put them right underneath. So birds, warm-blooded, lay eggs, okay? So anything that has warm blood and lays eggs, we can group and say all of those are birds. Now, not every bird's the same. We could break the birds up farther, but for now we're just gonna say if it's warm-blooded and it lays eggs, it is a bird. Now, once you have your words at the top, you can fill this page with birdies. You can have birdies flying, you can have birds in trees. You can go back to your biomes and think, I want to take the toucan out of the jungle. I want to take the owl out of the grasslands. Okay, maybe you look outside your window and you see a robin hopping because it's spring. So you can fill this page with birds, but it must be warm-blooded and lay eggs. So let me think about this for a second. Does a chicken lay eggs? Yeah. Is it warm-blooded? Yes, it's a bird. You could put a chicken here. Oh, a pterodactyl lays eggs and it flies. Is it warm-blooded? No. So you can't put a pterodactyl on there, okay? So warm-blooded lays eggs. Now, I'm gonna draw maybe my little chicken down here, strutting around, laying some eggs for me maybe. Okay. Maybe I'll leave my egg right there. So I've got a little chicken in mine. Maybe then I want to come over here and make a giant tree. Okay, in the jungle maybe. I'm gonna put a toucan there because I think toucans are such fun birds. Okay, so I've got my toucan in the tree. So I've got a chicken, I've got a toucan. Maybe I could have a bald eagle flying around because we saw one of those by our house the other day. I don't know if I'm going to be much good at drawing this, but I'll try. Might end up looking more like a turkey vulture. Okay, so there I've got my bald eagle. So you can have all kinds of birds. Birds, 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 birds. Warm-blooded and lay eggs. Fill it with birds, color them up, slide it in your book. Now, if you want to go back to this page, by number 1, you can just draw a cute little birdie. Because the first class of animals, vertebrate animals that we're learning about, are birds. So by number 1, I can put a bird. All right, that is it for Nature Studies today. I'll see you tomorrow.